It's 3 a.m. in Boise, Idaho. Nathan Barry lies on a hospital floor, shingles burning his leg, bank account down to 12 days of runway, Convertkit stuck at $1,330 in monthly revenue, and a newborn crying at home. Nathan has no idea that in 18 months he'll wire $50,000 of his savings into the failing project and spark a run to a $30 million business. This is the moment that turns fear into grit. Nathan Barry grows up outside Boise, Idaho, his parents saving every penny to build their dream home. His father runs a Christian bookstore supported entirely by donations, while money becomes a constant source of stress and tension between his parents. The arguments intensify over unpaid bills and mounting pressure from an uncertain future that will eventually split the family apart when Nathan turns 19. From the beginning, Nathan shows signs of the restless creativity that will define his adult life. He spends afternoons dismantling VCRs, sketching castles in pencil, and daydreaming about the internet beaming beyond the Idaho mountains. His father, who built their house himself, has a woodworking shop filled with basic but functional tools. By age 10, he's making wooden crafts on a scroll saw and selling them around the neighborhood. Nathan enrolls at Boise State University, initially studying graphic design before switching to marketing. But after years of self directed learning, the rigid structure of college feels suffocating. Meanwhile, his freelance web design work earns him more money than most campus jobs pay in a semester. When website projects start generating $2,000 monthly, serious money for a teenager, the choice becomes crystal clear. 1 year in, Nathan drops out, disappointing professors who see wasted potential, but he's learned to trust his instincts over conventional wisdom. Three hand-lettered mantras appear above his rented studio desk: teach everything you know, create every day, and work in public. By 2011, Nathan has built a modest blog about web design and app development, slowly accumulating an email list of 800 subscribers. They comment, ask questions, and share his posts with friends. Quality beats quantity every time. In September 2012, Nathan decides to turn his knowledge into a product. He writes the App Design Handbook, a comprehensive guide to designing iPhone applications. His goal seems reasonable: earn $10,000 over the book's entire lifetime. Within 24 hours, sales hit $12,000. By week's end, the number doubles to $20,000. Nathan experiences his first taste of creator economics, the dopamine rush of earning money while you sleep. A second book follows 90 days later, Designing Web Applications, grossing $26,000 on launch day. But the tools powering his success, email marketing platforms, frustrate him with their limitations. Simple automations require hours of setup. Creator-focused features remain non-existent. The designer's itch begins to burn. What if he built the tool he wished existed? New Year's Eve 2012 brings more than champagne and confetti. It delivers Nathan's boldest public commitment yet. Standing before his audience of 800 subscribers, he announces the Web App Challenge. Build a software as a service application from scratch, invest no more than $5,000 of personal money, and reach $5,000 in monthly recurring revenue within 6 months. Within the first week, inspiration strikes. Convertkit, an email marketing platform for bloggers by a blogger. The market seems impossibly crowded. MailChimp dominates with millions of users, while newer players like Aber and Constant Contact control significant market share. But Nathan sees an opening. Professional bloggers need segmentation, automation, and sales funnels that the big platforms don't prioritize. Pre-orders flood in, totaling over $8,000 and providing runway beyond his initial investment. Successful entrepreneurs like Hyten Shah and Amy Hoy reach out with advice and encouragement. As Nathan later reflects, successful people want to help someone who's already in motion. 6 months later, the scoreboard tells a humbling story. ConvertKit limps to $2,480 in monthly recurring revenue. Respectable for a side project, but far short of the $5,000 goal that would validate the business model. Nathan has spent his initial $5,000 along with another $8,000 generated from customer pre orders and still hasn't hit his target. What he doesn't realize is that this is just the beginning of a much longer, more difficult journey. ConvertKit exists, but existence and success are very different things. The real test starts now. For 15 agonizing months from mid 2013 through late 2014, ConvertKit becomes Nathan's personal version of startup purgatory. Revenue slides from $2,000 to $1,330 per month as growth completely stalls 15. Support tickets arrive faster than new customers sign up. The product works, customers seem happy, but the growth engine remains mysteriously broken. Meanwhile, Nathan's design courses and ebooks continue generating $20,000 to $50,000 per month, creating a painful contrast between his thriving creator business and his struggling experiment. By the fall of 2014, stress manifests in ways Nathan never anticipated. His newborn son August and toddler Oliver take turns waking throughout the night, leaving Nathan functioning on fragmented sleep that never exceeds 4 hours. The exhaustion compounds existing pressure from his stagnating business, creating a perfect storm for physical breakdown. His left leg begins aching after gym sessions, the pain unusual and localized, unlike normal muscle soreness. When the discomfort escalates to include nerve pain and a mysterious rash, Nathan finally seeks medical attention. The diagnosis comes within minutes: shingles, the dormant chickenpox virus reactivated by stress and immune system suppression. The illness forces him offline for weeks, a cruel irony for someone building a digital business. Depression creeps in, panic attacks follow, leaving him gasping for air and wondering if his body is betraying him along with his business. At MicroConf 2014, Nathan encounters Heighton Shaw, the legendary entrepreneur behind Kissmetrics and Crazy Egg. Their conversation over coffee cuts straight to the bone. Look, Heighton says, his voice carrying the weight of experience, you need to make a decision. Either shut ConvertKit down and move on to something else, or give it the time, money, and attention it deserves. But whatever you're doing now isn't working. The words sting because they're undeniably true. Nathan has been treating ConvertKit like a side project while pouring energy into his ebook business, then wondering why software requires different skills than information products. The ultimatum forces introspection. Does he still want to be a SaaS CEO? Has he given ConvertKit his best effort? If he shuts down now, will he spend the rest of his life wondering, what if? The decision crystallizes on New Year's Day 2015 when Nathan wires $50,000, nearly his entire savings account, into ConvertKit's bank account. The side project officially graduates to his life's primary mission. With cash comes clarity. Hire Barrett Brook, a longtime collaborator, as lead developer, giving ConvertKit dedicated technical expertise. A customer support employee joins the team, relieving Nathan from the constant stream of user questions that previously consumed his days. Most importantly, he chooses a specific niche: email marketing for professional bloggers who sell digital products. Instead of competing with MailChimp for small businesses or Constant Contact for corporations, ConvertKit will serve creators who need subscriber tagging, automation sequences, and sales funnels. The pressure is immediate and intense. Nathan's family watches their financial cushion evaporate, betting everything on a business that has struggled for 2 years. With his back against the wall and runway disappearing, Nathan abandons content marketing for direct sales. He compiles lists of professional bloggers, Pat Flynn, Amy Porterfield, James Clear, and sends personalized emails asking a simple question: what frustrates you most about your current email provider? The responses reveal a consistent pain point. Migrating email lists between platforms is torture. Bloggers with thousands of subscribers dread switching services because the technical complexity and risk of losing subscribers makes the process feel impossible. Nathan sees opportunity in their hesitation. During a sales call with a prospective customer, he makes an impulsive offer: I'll do the migration for you, completely free no matter how big your list. Within days, he's personally downloading CSV files, rebuilding automation sequences, and testing email deliverability for customers paying as little as $29 per month. The approach doesn't scale, but it works. Word spreads through creator networks about the email platform founder who personally handles migrations. ConvertKit's revenue jumps from $1,330 to $5,020 per month by March 2015. Nathan develops what he calls the direct sales flywheel: prospecting, outreach, sales calls, follow up, migration, and testimonials. Each satisfied customer becomes a referral source, creating momentum that compounds over time. When Nathan personally ensures a smooth transition, customers become evangelists who recommend ConvertKit to their networks. Revenue doubles from $5,000 to $10,000 per month by June 2015. The growth rate accelerates through the summer: $15,000 in August, $25,000 in October. By December 2015, ConvertKit hits $97,000 in monthly recurring revenue, a 73 times increase in just 14 months. The hockey stick curve that every SaaS founder dreams about finally materializes. But exponential growth creates new nightmares. Email volume explodes from thousands to millions of messages per day, straining AWS infrastructure and deliverability scores. Customer support tickets pour in faster than the small team can handle them. Spam attacks and abuse complaints threaten to blacklist ConvertKit's sending reputation. Most dangerously, despite $97,000 in monthly revenue, the company's bank account shows barely 12 days of operating expenses. Success can kill you just as quickly as failure. Rapid expansion has consumed every dollar of income while payroll obligations continue mounting. Nathan implements radical cost-cutting measures, renegotiating payment processing fees from 2.9% to 2.2%, saving $800 monthly, switching email infrastructure providers, reducing costs by $900, and eliminating unused software subscriptions. The focus shifts from growth at all costs to sustainable profitability. Nathan also learns to invoice customers annually instead of monthly, improving cash flow by collecting 12 months of revenue upfront. By July 2016, ConvertKit achieves a 51% profit margin and 3 months of expenses in the bank, financial stability that seemed impossible just months earlier. The lesson burns deep. In bootstrapped businesses, cash flow management matters more than revenue growth. Surviving the near-death experience builds resilience and caution that will serve Nathan well in future scaling challenges. In July 2018, ConvertKit announces a dramatic rebrand: Seva, Sanskrit for selfless service. The name change represents Nathan's vision for a company that transcends transactional email marketing to become a platform dedicated to serving creators. Months of research, design sprints, and brand development culminate in the reveal at Craft Plus Commerce, ConvertKit's annual creator conference. The audience response seems positive, but social media tells a different story. Within 72 hours, backlash erupts from Hindu and Sikh customers who feel their religious terminology has been appropriated for commercial purposes. These are longtime customers explaining how the rebrand feels like cultural exploitation. Nathan realizes that good intentions cannot excuse poor execution. The company spends the next week in crisis mode: customer calls, public apologies, and ultimately the decision to reverse the rebrand entirely. The financial cost exceeds six figures in agency fees, merchandise, and lost productivity. Team morale plummets, and Nathan questions his leadership judgment. But the experience teaches a crucial lesson about privilege, consultation, and the difference between intent and impact. While most bootstrap startups operate in stealth mode, Nathan embraces radical transparency. Annual revenue reports, team size updates, and profit sharing distributions become public knowledge. ConvertKit, despite the Seva detour still operating under its original name, openly shares that it has paid over $10 million in profit sharing bonuses to employees. The transparency serves multiple purposes. It builds trust with customers, attracts talented employees, and holds leadership accountable to stated values. The company operates with benefits that rival venture-funded startups: $1,000 annual creator stipend so employees can practice what they preach, generous parental leave, and flexible work arrangements across 70-plus cities. During the COVID-19 pandemic, while venture-backed competitors conduct mass layoffs, ConvertKit avoids cutting personnel. The stability further deepens employee loyalty and customer trust. By 2021, the company reaches $25 million in annual recurring revenue. By 2023, that number climbs to $38 million, with industry analysts estimating $43 million in 2024-17. every year since 2015 has been profitable. Remembering the exhaustion of cold email prospecting, Nathan formalizes a 30% lifetime recurring affiliate program in 2019. Professional bloggers who once required personal outreach now earn substantial commissions for referrals, some generating six-figure annual income from recommendations alone. The program eventually drives roughly 10% of monthly recurring revenue while requiring minimal management overhead. Combined with educational content, webinars, and the creator network, ConvertKit builds a self reinforcing growth flywheel. Creators use the platform, see results, recommend it to peers, and earn income from referrals, a virtuous cycle that scales without proportional headcount increases. The affiliate strategy validates Nathan's long held belief that the best marketing comes from satisfied customers, not expensive advertising campaigns. As competitors pour millions into paid acquisition, ConvertKit grows through word of mouth and relationship building. The approach requires patience and long term thinking, but creates more sustainable and profitable growth. After a decade of incremental feature expansion, landing pages, e commerce integration, creator networking tools, ConvertKit made sense for email marketing software but feels limiting for a comprehensive creator platform. This time, cultural sensitivity and stakeholder input drive the process from day one. The team spends months on customer interviews, focus groups, and extensive research before selecting Kit, simple, memorable, and expansive enough to encompass the company's broader vision. Unlike the hasty Seva announcement, the Kit rebrand launches with careful messaging about evolution, not replacement. Early adoption metrics look promising, though some customers resist change. Critics debate whether mature companies should risk brand confusion, but Nathan argues that stagnation poses greater long term risk than evolution. Today, Kit serves over 600,000 creators and generates more than $40 million in annual recurring revenue. The platform sends 2.5 billion emails monthly for customers ranging from solo creators to media companies with millions of subscribers. Nathan, now in his mid 30s, continues writing a weekly newsletter at dawn before his three boys wake up. The company he nearly shut down in 2014 now employs 95 plus people across 70 cities and has returned over $10 million in profit sharing to employees. Kit has launched creator studios in Boise with plans for Chicago and New York locations, providing professional podcast recording facilities for customers. The vision extends beyond software to physical infrastructure supporting the creator economy. Looking back, Nathan credits persistence over talent as the defining factor. The ability to continue at $1,330 monthly recurring revenue, to bet $50,000 on an uncertain outcome, to personally migrate customer lists one at a time. Those decisions mattered more than coding ability or design talent. For aspiring entrepreneurs, he emphasizes that crowded markets validate demand rather than preclude success. The key is finding an underserved niche within a large market and serving that audience better than anyone else.